Hello friends, welcome to pericyclic reactions part 4 electrocyclic reactions, which we'll be studying in this video. Electrocyclic reactions, they are concerted interconversion of a conjugated polyene to a cycloalkane, and it's a reversible process. Two conditions are there that we have to check. One is thermal condition, another is photochemical condition. The important factors are, we should know the HOMO of particular species of 1,3-butadiene, 1,3,5-hexatriene, etc. The HOMO of that is very important, which will take part in the reaction and which will undergo condotatory and distotatory motion. When you consider the reaction of 1,3-butadiene, this is 1,3-butadiene, it is a reversible process that we should know. Two conditions are there. One is thermal condition, heat, or photochemical condition, H nu. Okay, this bond falls here and this bond will fall here, and this will lead to the formation of this product. Okay. So now what we have to understand, that there is a formation of a new sigma bond here. This is a sigma bond, and there was two double bond here and only one double bond in the product. That means there is a loss of one pi bond. So new sigma bond formed and loss of one pi bond. This question is from CSIR-NET, June 2012. The major product here, what will be the product? Okay, here we are having a thermal condition. Okay, so what will be the stereochemistry among these, which will be the major product? So if you are observing this part, we have 1, 2, 3 conjugated a double bond. So we will check for 1,3,5-hexatriene. This will be equivalent to the 1,3,5-hexatriene. So we have to check for the HOMO of 1,3,5-hexatriene. Thermal condition means that we have to check for the ground state, and previously in other parts of the video I have explained, and if you want to check the other part, the link will be over here at the topmost right corner over here. Now the next part is, this is the highest occupied molecular orbital for the ground state, which will be thermal condition. Photochemical condition, it will be excited state. That is a different topic at the moment. So the HOMO over here, it is this part. So when you consider, in the previous video also I have explained that we are concerned only about the last lobes. So what is the first lobe over here? It is, the phase is up here, and here the phase is again up over here. So we are concerned only about this one and this, this lobe and the last lobe. The most important thing is that the two phases at the last carbons, they are on the same side. The phases are on the same side. So let's get back to the question. Now in this case, since it is example of 1,3,5-hexatriene, we are using the HOMO of 1,3,5-hexatriene. Now there is hydrogen over here that we have to remember. If you are considering the stereochemistry of this hydrogen, they are trans. If you consider this part, again it is trans. Why trans? Because this part is here, double bond, it is on the opposite side, so it is trans. So let us draw only the 1,3,5-hexatriene. I'm going to ignore this part at the moment. So here we are having hydrogen, here we are having hydrogen. See, the hydrogen, it is trans as it is in the reactant. If it was in the cis position, so we have to draw it here. If it was cis, okay, trans to this part, trans to this part. Now the next thing is, we are concerned only about the final carbons that are over here. So what was the phase here? The phase was this part, and in this part it was again up. If you consider the HOMO, the phases are on this side. Now what will happen when you heat it? Okay, this double bond will fall here, this will fall here, and this will fall here. Okay, so they will lead to the formation of a product which will be a cyclohexene ring. And since a double bond was falling here, a double bond will come here. This double bond was falling here, so it will come here. This double bond gets converted to a sigma bond. Now what will happen to this hydrogen, where it will go, that we have to check. Now regarding this phase and this phase, I have mentioned it before, the phases, the same phases, they have to come in contact. Suppose if I rotate it this way, this is clockwise, and if I rotate it this way, this is anti-clockwise, the phases will come together and they will be forming a bond. So that means it is a disrotatory motion. Why disrotatory? Because this is in the clockwise direction and this is in the anti-clockwise direction. Both the direction, the motions are different, so this will be a disrotatory motion. Now what will happen when I rotate it in the disrotatory motion? The phases comes together and this will be forming a pi bond. Now what happened to hydrogen? See, when I was moving it here, this hydrogen, since the rotation is this way, this hydrogen will go on top and hydrogen will be coming here. Why did the hydrogen come here? Because I was rotating it in this way, so hydrogen went on top. Now what will happen to this hydrogen? Now this hydrogen is below. I am rotating it this phase in this way, it is rotating it this way, so this hydrogen will again go on top. So both the hydrogens are on top. See, the hydrogen over here, it is on top and we are having double bond here. So this is our product. Why this is our product? Consider the hydrogen again here. I am rotating it in the clockwise direction. This hydrogen goes on top. So here top. The next part, this hydrogen, what happens to this hydrogen? I am rotating it in this way. So this hydrogen will go on top. So again both the hydrogens are on top. So A is the product where it is shown on top. So this is the product. So basically the hydrogens over here, they will be cis to each other. Either they are on top or it will be down, but they will be cis to each other.